Hello everyone, welcome back to the social science online classes. I am Chandrasekhar, social science teacher, BGS Public School, Shitlgata, Chikbalabara division. Dear students, today we have to start the story 6th chapter, that is the first war of Indian independence. History chapter 6, the first war of Indian independence. Well, dear students, in this chapter we have to learn some of the important following aspects, like what are the causes of the first war of Indian independence? Then, what is the immediate cause for the first war of Indian independence? Then, how the first war of Indian independence have to spread and what is its nature? Then, failure and its effects of the first war of Indian independence. In this chapter, we have to learn some of the important following aspects, like causes of the war, immediate causes, spread and nature, failure, and its effects. We already know about, dear students, previous lesson we already learned Britishers have some intention to rule for the India. They first came to India for trade purpose and they established so many colonies in our Indian country, and they have to observe for the Indian society there is no unity between the Indians. It was the reason purpose they try to control for the overall India by implementing some of the important cunning policies, like doctrine of lapse and subsidiary alliance, that we already learned from the previous lessons. So with the objective of expanding their rule in India, because Britishers have one of the important ambition. Britishers have one of the important goal to expanding their rule in India. It was the reason purpose they have to implemented so many rules and regulations in our Indian country. Got it? Dear students, Britishers have one of the important ambition to expand their rule purpose. They implemented certain rules and regulations in our Indian country to control it for the so many provinces. When Britishers implement certain rules and regulations, for these Indians are upset. It means disturbed for the rules and regulations by implement of the Britishers. So when these rules and regulations are very useful for the Britishers but not for the Indians. So this was the reason purpose also. Majority of the Indian citizens not satisfied. They have to dissatisfied from the administration system of the Britishers. So this dissatisfaction spread throughout the Indian country. This lead to the major revolt in the year of 1857. That is, we should consider as the first war of Indian independence. But Britishers not accepted this. So it was the reason purpose British historians called it the Sepoy Mutiny. It is Britishers are called just it is a rebellion. That's it. Majority of the Indians joining together and against for the Britishers. Britishers or British historians called it the just only a Sepoy Mutiny. But the Indians are called this is not a Sepoy Mutiny. This is the first war of Indian independence. So dear students, British historians call it the Sepoy Mutiny, but Indians call it this is the first war of Indian independence. Then students, what are the main causes for the first war of Indian independence? The war playing very important role. Without reasons, we not involved in a war. Then here, majority of the Indians throughout the Indian country, they struggled more and more. Their rights purpose, their administration purpose, some of the important certain wants purpose, they against for the Britishers. Then, what are the reasons? What are the reasons behind the first war of Indian independence, or what are the causes for the first war of independence? The first one is political cause or political reason. Second one is economic cause. Third one, administrative cause. Fourth one, military causes. And the fifth one is immediate causes. So these are the main and very important reasons or causes for the first war of Indian independence. Now we have to learn one by one why the political cause is very very essential, and the why the economic cause also very very essential, and the why administrative cause is very very important, then military causes, and for the immediate causes. The first one is very very important, the political causes. Dear students, look at the political cause. We already learned from the second lesson, due to the implementation of doctrine of lapse policy, majority of the Indian kingdoms lapsed by the British government. So such a important kingdoms are Satara, Jaipur, Jhansi, Udaipur. Such important kingdoms are lapsed by the British government because of due to the implementation of doctrine of lapse policy. Then what is the meaning of doctrine of lapse policy? See, in our Indian country, if any Indian ruler died childless, if any Indian ruler died childless, his adopted children had no legal right over the throne. Over the throne. So it was the reason purpose Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai against it for the British. So this is one of the important political cause. Majority of the Indians against for the British due to the implementation of doctrine of lapse. Under this policy, Satara, Jaipur, Jhansi, Udaipur, some of the important states lapsed by the British government. Then, dear students, Dalhousie cancelled the princely titles of the Nawabs of Tanjavur and Carnatic kingdoms. Mainly here, majority of the Britishers always trying to control it for the Indians. And here say some of the important luxurious titles cancelled by the Britishers. Mainly for the Dalhousie cancelled the princely titles of the Nawabs of Tanjavur and Karnataka kingdoms. When they remove for the titles, when they remove for the kings, majority of the kings join together and against for the Britishers. So this is second important political cause. And the third one, the Mughal sultans, the Nawab of Oudh and other kings were stripped of their kingly status. Mainly, dear students, Britishers removed the majority of the kings like Mughal sultans and Nawab of Oudh. So when Britishers are removed for the first of the Mughals of sultans and Nawab of Oudh, when removing, and the king's status also completely removing. So it was the reason purpose Mughal sultans and Nawab of Oudh and a majority of the other kings joined together and against for the Britishers. So this leads to the third political cause of the first war of Indian independence. Then, dear students, consequently means therefore thousands of soldiers who were dependent on these kings became unemployed. Here, Mughal rulers, Nawab of Oudh, when they having a status and power as a king, they providing some of the important employment opportunities to the citizens, and they providing soldier facilities to the people. When the Britishers are removing for the kingly status for the kings, majority of the soldiers depending upon the kings, they become a unemployed. So this is the fourth political cause for the first war of Indian independence. So in this way, my dear students, some of the important political causes leads to the first war of Indian independence. Based on this, one of the important 3-mark question: what are the political causes leads to the first war of Indian independence? Briefly explain means we have to write these 4 important points one by one. Then after, the second one is economic cause. Due to the industrial revolution in England, industrial revolution in modern history, the process of change from an agrarian and the handicraft economy to one dominated by industry and machine manufacturing. Throughout the Indian country, so many cottage industries are there and so many man-made industries are there. When in England the industrial revolution have to take place, machine-made industries give competition for the man-made and the small handicrafts and the cottage industries. So it was the reason purpose the cottage industries are completely suffered. Cottage industries are highly impossible to give competition for the man-made industries in England. So this is we should consider for the industrial revolution in England. So dear students, look at the pictures. Then the Indian craftsmen became unemployed. Why the Indian craftsmen became unemployed means, so when they growing for the cotton, by using the cotton, majority of the craftsmen are weaving for the cloth, and that cloth exported to industries, and majority of the people are getting for the jobs. But when Britishers are implemented for the industries in England, the Indian cotton directly exported to England, and those who were depending upon for the to growing of the cotton, majority of the people become a unemployment and they became very very poor. Those who were depending upon for the cotton textiles. This is also one of the important economic cause. Then the British imposed heavy tax where there is a Indian goods and services, upon that Britishers are imposing most of the tax. So this was the third important economic cause for the first war of Indian independence. Then dear students, the fourth one is the Inam Commission was appointed and all the Inam lands were taken back. What is the meaning of Inam Commission? My dear students, the Inam Commission was appointed by the British government. The Inam Commission was appointed by the British government. Those land grants which were gifted to any person for his extraordinary services before and during the British rule, and it was rent or tax-free grants. Some of the important scholars, rich persons, Britishers, they were grant some of the important land to the Indian farmers, those who were led the greatest contribution in the field of agriculture. Got it? So this is the gifted lands. So these gifted lands were cancelled. Inam lands were taken back. Due to this, the farmers suffered financially misery. So this was the reason purpose. The farmers became very very poor and they suffered unhappy but not for the happy. So this is an Inam Commission was appointed and all the Inam lands were taken back. Due to this, the farmers suffered financial misery. They suffering from money problem. Because of the reason, get back to the gifted lands by the British government from the Indian farmers. This is very very important cause for the first war of Indian independence. See dear students, And the third one is administrative causes. The third one is the administrative causes. The British government implemented some of the important new types of rules and regulations like civil law and criminal laws. British government implemented for some of the important civil laws and criminal laws. It means civil laws legal system originated in Europe. Criminal laws, body of law related to the crime, such a rules and regulations implemented by the British government. But these laws were useful only for the Britishers. All are equal first, all are equal, but some are more equal. So this means these civil laws and criminal laws only useful for the British people and British government, but not for the Indians. So this is the one of the important administrative cause. The British brought into force new civil and criminal laws. Then these laws were applicable only to Indians, not to the Britishers. So Britishers are free from the civil laws and the criminal laws. Because of the reason this is not applied to the Britishers, this is applicable for only for the Indians. It was the reason purpose all the Indians joined together and against for the Britishers. And English became the language of the courts and not understood by the common people. Because of the reason English, it is the official language of the England or for the Britain. In India there are some of the important languages are there throughout the Indian country. The common people can speak different and variety types of the languages. But when Britishers came to India through the administration purpose, they implemented English as the official language and in the same way court language. So when they implementing for the English as a court language, the common people of our Indian country not understanding for the English, so it was the reason purpose they suffer more and more and they try to against for the Britishers. This made one of the important administrative cause for the first war of Indian independence. Then dear students, in the courts, most of the British judges favored for the British but not for the Indians. Most of the time, many times, those who were playing very important role in a court as the judges, they favored for the British but they not favored for the Indians. While seeing this critical situation, many of the Indians joined together and they try to against for the British. Because of the reason this is one of the important worst administrative cause implemented by the British. So dear students, this is all the very important administrative causes implementation by the British government. It was the reason purpose many of the British has dominated for the Indians, then majority of the Indians against for the Britishers. Then after the administrative cause, the fourth one is military causes. How the military causes are led to the first war of Indian independence. Means the condition of the Indian soldiers in the British army was pathetic. It means the very poor condition. The British army, the British soldiers were receiving very well facilities, they receiving very well salary, but here in the British army the Indian soldiers condition is very poor, that we should consider for the pathetic condition situation. So this was the reason purpose many of the Indian soldiers against for the Britishers. This was the one of the important military cause. Then dear students, the range, salary and opportunities for the promotion, here many of them we can see for the Britishers soldiers are reaching for the higher level post. They can receiving for the higher level salary and they have a lot of opportunities and there is a promotion for the British soldiers. It was the reason purpose British soldiers are enjoyed by the certain salaries, range, promotions, opportunities purpose. But these all ranges, salary, opportunities and promotion not given to the Indian soldiers. Not given to the Indian soldiers. So it was the reason purpose many of Indian soldiers in British army they have to suffer more and more. Then, dear students, the religious sentiments of the Indian soldiers is there more and more. Because of the reason, the British soldiers forced to the Indian soldiers to cross the ocean to serve the foreign lands. Indian soldiers no need to serve in India. They have to move to the out of the Indian and they have to serve in another countries. Why? Here majority of the Indians moving from by force, they going to out of the India. This is against to the Indian tradition. According to the Indian tradition, we should not cross the ocean. It against the religion. It is the custom. So soldiers became angry and they against for the Britishers. This is one of the important military cause for the first war of Indian independence. Then, dear students, this is very, very important. The immediate cause. What is the immediate cause for the first war of Indian independence means? Here, British government provides some of the important Royal Enfield guns. Royal Enfield guns. So that Royal Enfield guns, when Indians are receiving during that time, there is one important rumor spread. Rumor, whether that is right, whether that is wrong, we don't know. Like one of the important gossip were spread. At what type of gossip were spread means among the soldiers that cartridges used in Royal Enfield. So these are the main cartridges used in the Royal Enfield rifles were greased. What is the meaning of here? Greased means smeared with oil. That oil were made by fat of cow and pigs. That oil were made by fat of cow and pigs. So here, while cows were sacred to Hindus, so Hindus were never killed for the cows and never ate for the cows, and pigs were blasphemous for the Muslims. Means Muslims are prohibited for the pigs. They were never ate for the pigs. Like so, this is one of the important one gossip for spread. The cartridges by using the teeth have to remove that. The cow is sacred for the Hindus and pigs were prohibited by the Muslims. So it was the reason purpose these two also against for the religion. So it was the reason purpose majority of the Indian soldiers, whether they belongs to community of Hindu, whether they belongs to community of Muslim, both also joined together and against for the British. This made immediate cause of the first war of Indian independence. Then, dear students, the spread of the revolt, where the revolt beginning and how it spread, that is very, very important. See here, the first war of Indian independence, this starting in Meerut, then Meerut to Delhi, Delhi to Kanpur, Kanpur to Jhansi, and Jhansi to Lucknow. It spread from one place to another place. Now we have to gather one by one. So now we know about the soldier Mangal Pandey. He belongs to the Barakpur, and the rumor that spread in the army troops at Barakpur led to the severe dissatisfaction. Mainly, my dear students, majority of the Indians in the British army, they were not for the satisfied, they were dissatisfied. Because of the reason, majority of the facilities were receiving by British soldiers but not for the Indian soldiers. And another one we already know about, dear students, when the British officers ordered the Indian, when the British officers ordered the Indian soldiers to the help of their teeth. The soldiers rejected the command and revolted against the superiors. I already told my dear students, because of the reason the cartridges covered by the oil or fat of the cow and the pig. So the cow is a sacred animal for the Hindus and the pig were prohibited by the Muslims. When this oil covering for the Royal Enfield during that time, by using the teeth and removing for the bullets paper. So this was the reason purpose majority of the Indian soldiers they against for the Britishers. When they given commandments also they against for the superiors. And then dear students, and an Indian soldier named Mangal Pandey killed the British official unexpectedly. Subsequently, he was arrested and tried to hang. Because of the reason they enforced the Indian soldiers to use for the Royal Enfield guns like, and in the same way the Indian soldiers they never reaching to the higher position in the British army. While getting angry, the Mangal Pandey he was killed to the one of the important British soldier. It was the reason purpose British government arrested to him and hanged. Then spread of war to the Meerut. In Meerut, when the British ordered the Indian soldier to use the greased cartridges, the soldiers refused to carry out the order. Because of the reason, the cartridges were made by the oil of cow fat and the pig fat. It was the reason purpose the soldiers not receiving the commands of the Britishers. The soldiers were imprisoned who were not receiving the command of the British soldiers and British officials. So such a Indian soldiers were imprisoned. As a revolt, as a reason, revolt started in Meerut. The Indian soldiers rushed into the prison. It means they enforced to the jail and they released for the so many Indian soldiers, those who are having in a jail, and they against for the Britishers. And the spread of war to the Delhi. Later, many of the Indian soldiers from Meerut to Delhi, they have to reach and they seized for the Red Fort. Actually, the Red Fort under the control of Britishers, and they conquered for the Red Fort and completely destroyed for the Red Fort. In that Red Fort, having lot of the treasury, by looting the treasury, Indian soldiers, and they declared Mughal king Bahadur Shah II emperor of our Indian country. So in this way the Indian soldiers moved from Meerut to Delhi and they declared Mughal king Bahadur Shah II emperor of India. And protesting soldiers from different parts of India reached Delhi. Consequently, the protest became serious throughout the Indian country. Majority of the Indian soldiers they always against for the Britishers, and this protest became very serious situation, very danger situation and very danger condition in our Indian country. Then this war spread to the Kanpur also. In Kanpur, Nana Sahib, he started for the protest, and Tantia Top was his assistant. Here Tantia Top and Tantia Top Guru Nana Sahib both also joined together and against for the Britishers, but Kanpur fell into the hands of the British. It means the Kanpur controlled by the British. The struggles of Nana Sahib and Tantia Top were not successful. It leads to the failure. And we know about that ultimately the Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, she against for the Britishers. So the Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai. The war spread to the Jhansi. Even today, the queen occupies the pride place in the history. We have to feel proud to remembering for the Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai because of the reason she against for the Britishers due to the implementation of doctrine of lapse policy. Doctrine of lapse policy. See, Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, who was enraged by the doctrine of lapse, declared war against for the British. She was a brave woman. She belongs to the Jhansi. Her name Lakshmi Bai. So Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, due to the implementation of doctrine of lapse policy of the British government, she against for the Britishers. She tied her adopted son. See here, she tied here behind her adopted son, and she fought against for the Britishers, and she took Gwalior under her control. She occupying for the Gwalior. Actually, Gwalior belongs to the British government. When Kanpur fell into the hands of the British, Tantia Tope and another one important person, they both also joined together and they have to support it for the Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai. When the battle took place again with the British, the queen let down her life. So here Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, in this battle, they sacrificed her life to our Indian country. So in this way, the war beginning and spread some of the important places of our Indian country. Then dear students, this first war of Indian independence not successful because of some reasons. Why the first war of Indian independence was not successful? We have to learn one by one. So the moment, it means the first war of Indian independence did not spread to the whole country. It means the war limited for only few places. That's it. First war of Indian independence did only few places of our Indian country. It is seriously not spread throughout the Indian country. It was the reason purpose. The first war of Indian independence leads to the failure. Then the second one, not well organized struggle. It means it is not arranged struggle by force. It means by some of the Britishers, when involving in a battle, by intention, by aim, by ambition, they fought against for the Indians. But here, Indian soldiers and Indian citizens not have a proper planning, proper ambition, and they against for the Britishers. So here, this is not a well organized struggle. It means there is no intention. Lack of proper direction. Here, some of the important leaders, there is no lack of proper leaders. There is no leaders to give direction for the Indian soldiers and Indian citizens to involving in a first war of Indian independence. This was the reason purpose also. This leads to the failure. Then lack of organization. It means lack of organized skill purpose. This war become a failure. And lack of strategy. Lack of strategy, it means there is no systematic plan, there is no systematic knowledge, and there is no systematic leadership qualities, and there is no discipline, and there is no leadership. It was the reason purpose this war become a leads to the failure. Then dear students, lack of goal among the sepoys. Here, the British sepoys, they have one of the important ambition. They have one of the important goal. When they involving in a battle, they always trying to kill for the Indian soldiers. But when Indian citizens and Indian soldiers involving in a battle, they simply involving in a fight and they simply involving in a battle. Because of the reason, there is no lack of goal among the sepoys. and many provincial kings, it means some of the important states ruled by kings, they did not support for the first war of Indian independence. It means our Indian kings only not support to the first war of Indian independence. So this leads to the failure, and the people lost confidence. What it means, they lost for the trust. It was the reason purpose many of the British soldiers killing to the so many Indian soldiers and looting to the Indian wealth. So this was the reason purpose also the first war of Indian independence leads to the failure. So these are the very important reasons for the failure of the mutiny or first war of Indian independence. Then dear students, after we have to learn what were the effects of the war, what were the effects of the first war of Indian independence. Here the administration of the British East India Company came to end. Here in India, the administration is carrying by British East India Company. After the first war of Indian independence, the overall license of the British East India Company have to be cancelled by the British Parliament. This is the first effect. And the administration was taken over by the Queen of England. In India, the administration was carrying by British East India Company. When here license of the British East India Company have to be cancelled, after the Indian administration have carried by England Queen. And the Queen of England made declaration. It means in the public statement she have to be given, and she have to assure some of the important promise to the Indian citizens. We have to provide stable and very good government to the India. Like it was the reason purpose majority of the Indians feel happy. It means feel joy because of the reason Queen of England made a declaration. One of the important statement, we have to implement for certain rules and regulations. That rules and regulations favor to the Indians but not for the Britishers like. Then dear students, ambitious expansion plans had to be given up. Some of the important ambitious plans are very important to the Indian citizens. Because of the reason Indians are need peace, dignity, everything. Indians are need peace, dignity, everything. It was the reason purpose Indian soldiers and Indians were feel very happy. And the Queen of England said not interfere in the religious matters of the country. Because of the reason the British government always implementing in our Indian country dividing rule policy. Divide and rule policy. Muslims are separate, Hindus are separate like. So this was cancelled by the British government, especially for the Queen of England. So that said, not interfere in the religious matters of the country. It was the reason purpose the Indian people are feel so happy. So these are the very important effects of the first war of Indian independence. Then dear students, this is the chapter, the first war of Indian independence. I am your social science teacher, Chandrasekhar MS, BJS Public School, Shidlivetta. Thanks for the watching video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jai Shri Guru.